make Chinese dish again, and it's with pork belly. And you can see I have cut this pork belly for about 1 centimeter, 1 to 2 centimeters, and cook this in boiling water. And all the blood, the dirt is coming out. And we're using this for our pork belly, and we cook it with some bean curd knot in warm water right now for about 30 minutes now. And before doing that, it came in a bag. This is how it's looked like, and it's pretty hot. It's from tofu on the top layer, and they take that layer of tofu skin and dry it and fold it and make a knot. That's how it's made. And I saw Happy Walk's making a similar recipe, but it's a Cantonese recipe with beef. So I'm making my mom's recipe with pork belly using this secret ingredient, preserved bean curd. And it's actually tofu too. And I read this story a long time ago. It was like someone, hundreds of years ago, someone made tofu at home, and then he forgot outside for many days. When he realized it's mold, and this person's really lazy, and then he still wants to eat his tofu, so he just removed the mold and realized it's delicious inside. And then this is how it's come out. It's preserved tofu or bean curd. And Chinese like to eat this with congee, noodle, or it's pretty much for breakfast with congee. And it's typical Chinese, and we are using this. So I took 2 pieces out, and I just stir it until it's turned to kind of liquid. Then I'm using this later. Now we can turn our stove on medium-low heat. We give it a little bit of oil because there are lots of fat in the pork belly. Spread the oil a bit. Wait until its temperature is high up. Then we can put the pork belly in. I'm cooking this all sides until it's a golden brown. Make sure your heat's on low so they're not getting burned. Okay. Now we can remove our pork belly to the plate. Now we still have a bit of oil in the pan, then we can start stir fry our sugar. Here is some rock sugar, and we take a small piece, about 10 gram, and then we stir fry this. This is to give the pork belly a bit of color, golden color, also give it a bit of sweetness. And turn your stove to low heat and just be patient to stir fry this until the sugars are melting. Okay, our sugar's melted. You can see the colors changing too. And it's a bit smoky. But don't worry. Now we can put our pork belly. Now try to coat the oil and the sugar onto the pork belly. Once it's all cold, we can add other ingredients. Here is 1 small piece of cinnamon stick, 3 star anice, and 1 whole spring onion and some thick ginger, and I cut it to slices so we can all in. Stir fry it too. Now we can add a bit of hot water just to cover the pork belly. It's okay if it's more because our tofu are going to soak a bit of the sauce. So now we can put our tofu in. Here is about 80 to 100 grams of tofu knots. Then we have dark soy sauce. Can add in 1 tablespoon. With the soy sauce, your pork belly and the tofu will immediately coat with color. Now it's getting a bit darker. Then we can add in this preserved or fermented tofu bean curd. Just mix this into the sauce too. Now you can turn the heat back up. Wait until it starts boiling. Now you can see it's boiling again. You can put the lid on and turn it to low heat and cook for another 30 minutes. Now it's about 20 minutes after. You can see the sauce is almost dry. And adding a bit of water in between. So just make sure it's not burned. Now we can turn the heat higher and just to dry out all the sauce. Ready, and we can turn off the heat. You can add a bit of Chinese liquor when you're cooking it, but it's optional. And you also can add in a bit of salt, but I didn't add any salt because the preserved bean curd is kind of salty, and the soy sauce is also salty. So you can give a little bit of sesame seeds to decorate it. I also made a little bit of a tofu salad. It's just tofu with a bit of soy sauce and other sauces. And let's give it a try. My pork belly with tofu nut. Okay, I'll try a nut tofu first. The tofu is soaked with sauce. Here's the pork belly. It's really delicious. If you could, depends on what kind of tofu you use, maybe you need to cook it longer. Because inside of this knot, the tofu sometimes is harder to cook, and just to be safe, cook at least 30 minutes. And if you like your pork belly a bit softer, you can, instead of deep frying it, you can cook it straight away and cook it for 30 minutes too, just to cook the pork belly, then it will get softer. But here we have a really dense pork meat here. Thanks for watching my video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave your comments below. And if you want to watch more videos like this one, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.